player, but there's no doubt in Arsenal's man of the moment.
Freddie Ljunberg, surely this time, Ljunberg, goal! Arsenal in the lead. Freddie Ljunberg scores. Oh, look at that sadness there.
Freddie, you've experienced the joy of scoring in an FA Cup final and the disappointment of losing one. What went through your mind at last year's FA Cup final?
I was very, very disappointed afterwards. I think maybe we should have killed off the game earlier. You're always disappointed when you lose, but especially if you play worse than the other team and you can just, the other team was better and you have to accept it. But we maybe thought that we played a bit better than Liverpool, maybe deserved to win it and wrap it up earlier. And I think that made it even worse, and it was pretty hard.
Does this FA Cup final against Chelsea mean more to you now, bearing in mind you lost last year's?
Of course, you don't want to lose 2 cup finals in a row, but personally it's just important to focus on this game and don't put any extra pressure on it. There's a lot of pressure anyway, so just take a game as it is.
Maybe a torrid afternoon for Watford, and here he is, he's in again. Ljunberg gets number 2.
You've had an amazing season. 16 goals so far. What's it down to, Freddie?
I don't know. It's just the whole team has been in good form, and I don't know. The team usually plays well in the spring, in the running, so just worked all right, and like I said, I thank the team.
Your image is important. Today you're sporting a interesting hat. How important is image to you, Freddie?
Not really. It's not really important. For me, I just always said that I'm just going to be myself. If people like it, it's up to them. If they don't like it, it's up to them. I'm just going to keep on being myself.
Does it get on your nerves, the fact that we commentators are always talking about the wonderful strike in your hair?
No, I mean, of course it's good if you concentrate on the football, but I mean, I know I have in England it's a bit unusual, my haircut, so I have to accept that people talk about it, and it's nothing that I look for, just how I am. And for example, in Sweden, it's not that a lot of people colours their hair compared to what I do in England, so I've done it for many years, and it's just how it is.
And here's Ljunberg, and the new man has scored within 5 minutes of coming on for his debut.
I think you've been at Arsenal now for about 3.5 years. You've not won anything yet. Have you had time to think about that you could be a double winner in the next few days?
I mean, like I said, when I moved here, I won the cup and the league at home in Sweden, and I just wanted to win it with England, with Arsenal as well in England. So, of course, it would be great for me to win it, but at the moment, I just try to see it. We have the FA Cup final on Saturday. That's it. That's what I try to concentrate on.
What a lovely hat that was.
He's definitely winning for a bet, that's for sure.
It's a tea cosy. But he's done well, hasn't he? I mean, he does time his runs as well as anybody.
He's intelligent. He looks along the line, very difficult to pick up when you look along the line and you run across it. Of course he can finish, but also you've got to have a supply. And Bergkamp's absolutely phenomenal at just playing it through between defenders. Ljunberg onto it's in the back of the net. As I say, very difficult to pick up.
Remember here last year when Liverpool stole it from Arsenal, and I think Henry was interviewed afterwards, and he said, what we need is a fox in the box.
Yeah.
They've got one. I mean, they signed Jeffers, who hasn't been fit, unfortunately for him, but if anything, he's prepared to hurt himself getting in there to get the goals, and something that you could certainly level at Arsenal last year. They just didn't have that kind of player, but he's been brilliant for them the last kind of 2 to 3 months.
He's come back from injury at the right time. Pires got out of injury. I thought Pires perhaps the best player they've had all season, and he's come in and he's taken over that role, and 6 goals in 6 games from a midfield player. It's just fantastic.
OK, we know the lineups now. So